Meet again. Is it recording? It looks
Pretty
good.
good.
Okay, so we're gonna do the viral crab boil. Well, this is the imitation crab from Sam's Club. This is the dipping sauce we have here. We have some shrimp, corn, eggs. We got the whole thing going on. So let's see.
Make sure you ain't poisoning me.
Whatever.
Switch.
We could switch.
It's like, I'm just playing.
Dang, did you hear that? Okay, let's see. Grab your crab.
Look like a little sea creature.
It does look like a sea creature. Good, get a little closer. Let's try it together. You got it? It's the sigh after for me.
Tastes like it came from a bikini bottom. It's pretty good.
It's really good. Now, it doesn't taste like crab legs.
No, it doesn't. It actually tastes like some kind of noodle, like a udon, like a rice noodle.
I can taste the seafood in it, but not crab legs. It tastes good. It tastes better than imitation crab. I can see that it kept trying to fall apart.
Did you think with the seasoning?
The seasoning's on point, huh? Moses loves the seasoning more than anything.
Yeah.
We actually didn't need the dipping sauce.
I know, because there's a lot of juice going on with it. We're going for some ice. That's kind of warm. Punch it going down. Ginger.
It was kind of warm, huh?
It was very warm.
I didn't want to put ice in it because I didn't want it to be all watery.
A little water didn't hurt nobody. It still got kicked.
This is coming through.
That's good.
So yeah, I guess we didn't even need this dipping sauce, but that's cool. because I made a lot of food, so that would be good for the other food. But as you see, it kind of like breaks apart, just like imitation crab. So what's up with the Chiefs? I know they won.
Mm-hmm.
Heard it was a really close game because people were talking all kinds of stuff.
It's always a close game. That's the way I like it, because ain't nothing better than watching people have hope and thinking they're about to do something. I mean, and out of all the close games they done had this season, which has been quite a few, every game this season probably been a close one. They go for the kick. Chiefs bust through that line like the running of the Bulls.
I heard about it.
And dove and blocked that ball.
On it.
Mm-hmm. And our universe is here.
All right, let's get
She's
into
winning.
the nitty gritty. What happened to our marriage? Why are we friends now, but we wasn't friends when we were married?
Because at some point, we just grew our separate ways.
I literally have said that to so many people in life, and people act like they don't understand that. Right? You could grow two separate ways, and it doesn't mean you hate each other. It just means that you grew that way and you grew that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
really
there are ways
hard.
that we grew that are similar.
Oh yeah, we grew a lot of ways.
But
What about parenting? Did we grow the same way in parenting?
90%.
Okay, what is the 10% that we didn't grow the same in parenting?
Say, when it comes to holidays, I don't like holidays. I'd rather start celebrating biblical days versus the same man-made holidays. Just like every holiday, it's always something every month. Like, goddamn.
It's a lot of
Really
ways to
stuff.
spend money. I don't necessarily, because I don't want to say I don't celebrate holidays.
I don't mind. Like, only thing, I like doing stuff for the kids, but I just like the holidays and the meanings behind stuff. Like, I hate participating in those things.
Yeah.
Because I know the truth, and you know me, like, it's hard for me to shake certain things once I learn it. I have to, like, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
And one time, like, not ignorant to something, I have a tough time with it. Like, doing it and doing it, and then changing up my ways a lot, like, in certain things. So, yeah, holidays, but, you know, I'm still gonna be there for the kids and do these things, but, you know, there's a certain level of things, like, don't say that to me. I'm not gonna feed you this belief of Santa Claus and all that. That's why Moses the way he is, you know. I'm only gonna participate so far.
And the kids know there's
And they
no
know.
Santa Claus. He's definitely drove that into them. We never had a Christmas tree while we were together, except for in the end.
We had one in the beginning.
Oh yeah, because Nay was
We
under
used
the
to- yeah.
Christmas tree.
I used to do Christmas all the time in the beginning.
Hmm
We did Christmas quite a lot.
But then you got to the point where you didn't want a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids know there's no Santa, but they also we're just like having
in my
fun.
house, like, yeah, like, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna bring you stuff, I'm gonna buy you stuff, participate in the purchase and stuff. But at my house, we know ain't no decorations. Ain't a single decoration for a single holiday ever going up. Like,
Yeah, and I like to decorate, and I love Christmas. I think for me, especially when I was younger, Christmas was just something that was like full of joy, and that's what I'm celebrating is joy and love, not particularly anything else.
and I get it.
So, okay, what is some good advice you would give a newly married couple?
Communication is key. Learn to communicate.
Communication is key.
Also, being able to have your space.
Mm-hmm.
I like my space, but I like not being alone at the same time. So I feel like everybody should have a good balance of personal space and time together space.
I agree.
It's our time together space. I don't know.
And having our own bedrooms, but it's a trip because when I was younger, like we got married, when I was 18 years ago, I didn't want to have my own room then, or my own space. I was like, no, come here, let's cuddle.
Right, and I love going to the living room. I'm gonna go play my game. I'm gonna go watch wrestling. I'm gonna watch Smallville. Like, these are the things that I like doing before the marriage. So it's like, hey, if you don't like these things, I don't mind going over here in my space and like doing these things. And when they're done, I'm back. Right.
Now, yes, because I realized that I used to like force myself to watch certain things so that I could spend time with you. Now,
Or forced me not to watch certain things when I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, I had to wait. I had to sneak off and wait till you sleep. I gotta go to bed when you go to bed. Don't do that.
no. Now, like I said, if I got married again, we would have our own bedrooms. That's a given.
How's the dating scene?
The dating
Like,
scene?
Yeah, right. If you're looking to get married again, what are you looking for in a spouse? Aaron, do you see anybody out there, or is it just seem like a unicorn that people are chasing? Because I hear sometimes what women describe, I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga?
What, like the standards are up so high that
Yeah.
you're like, who is that?
Yeah, especially like for men, like standards have always been higher. Like for women, for like what they want in a man. Men just be like, I just
Excuse
fucking
me.
be peaceful. It's like the older we get, the lower our standards get, and the older women get, the higher their standards get.
Mm-hmm. So as far as the dating scene, I'm not participating right now because I feel like I just feel like when God has someone for me, God will show me that person. In the
Sorry.
meantime,
I don't mean to laugh. I hear that so much. Like, niggas gonna appear out the blue, and they gonna show up like a genie in a lamp, and it's gonna run, it's gonna pop out. Husband.
It is tricky to try to date, especially after being married for so long. I've been married twice. My first husband got life. Then we had this 18-year marriage.
That's damn near life.
And so I just be chilling. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that. They be like, I know you got dudes. No, I don't. I don't deal with nobody. Just me and my kids. What does that person look like? I know. What?
No.
I'm eating over here. I'm eating a lot of food. That person looks like a godly man, a provider. I don't care so much about how attractive they are. Good personality, good vibes. Just wants to wake up in a good mood, wants to be happy, doesn't want to argue. Those things are very important for me. Obviously, a good father.
Like my shirt. Touch it.
Why? What's gonna happen?
It's husband material.
Okay. You don't have to tell the story about when we first got together and I was sick and pregnant and was trying to cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you said I threw some chicken in the
She
oven.
threw some chicken in there. It
Chicken?
was chicken, because that shit was not real chicken. It's chicken. Literally. You baking some chicken, especially chicken breast, you gotta put it in the oven. You gotta, throw some water or something in there, get some juice. Juice it, flip it. Occasionally throw onions, saute it, make it juicy. She's doing oven left it. So
Because I was sick and pregnant, I was like having morning sickness. I was sick all the time with my daughter.
that chicken was like the turkey on the Griswolds. Just dry. What is this? Mac and cheese is dry.
Did I make mac and cheese too?
I think so. I messed up on some.
No, that
meals.
was the first time that was our first spot together, and I was very sick with my daughter. I was with my girls. I was sick the whole pregnancies, and so he was like, he went off on me.
Did not go off.
He was like,
I just
he was like, don't I got to cooking from now on. He was like, don't touch my kitchen again. Don't.
Exaggerate.
He did. And so I was like, bet.
I did.
So I would like lay in the kitchen.
She exaggerated.
I would like lay at the kitchen while he cooked and just lay there while he's, you know, because I was big and pregnant and sick. And he cooked the majority of our marriage.
I mean, you know.
Unless I was like making a really big meal. I started to make like, you know, I would still do like turkey and greens and lasagna, you know, big meals, salmon. But when it came to like everyday cooking and eating, this was it.
Because I also knew how to make something out of nothing too. Some people go in there and don't see nothing. I'll be like, man, watch out. We're about to have a 4-course, 5-course spread right here. What advice would you have for a young lady entering into the world, possibly marriage? Which nowadays, I don't even think they get married as young as we were.
As young as we were?
I don't see nobody get married.
Well, it was what, 25? You were 24?
24, 23. I was 23, he was 24.
And then before that, I got married, I was 18,
Yeah.
so.
Before that, people was getting married at 9. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know.
Advice I would have is to let your man be a man.
Yeah.
Which is actually one of your biggest power as a woman is being a woman, being feminine, and not stepping into the shoes of a man, or, you know, I think that, so my son was telling me one day, he was like, my oldest son, who's 28 now, I was like telling him to, look at the thumbs up. My son was like, I was yelling at him, telling him to do something, and he was like, you could tell me anything you want, I'll do anything for you, but please don't talk to me like that. And at the time, I was just like, who do you think you are? Because he was in high school. But I went upstairs and I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, he was like, I'm a man, and it doesn't make me feel like a man when you talk to me like that. And so I was like, bet. So my biggest advice would be to stay in your feminine energy and to stay feminine.
It's way more power in it.
That's our power.
It's way more power in it. You can make do a whole lot more with sugar than spice. And everything nice. I'll shut the fuck up. I'll go do that right now, probably. That shit was fire. Good job.
He ate everything. And let me tell you, he's a picky eater, okay? He's almost as bad as Bailey. He's a vegetarian.
Pescatarian.
Okay, pescatarian. You're right, because you do eat fish.
Not all fish. But when I do.
So he didn't eat his shrimp. But everything else, this is huge because he does not eat a lot of...
That was good, though.
All right, anything else you want to say before we end this?
This is like probably my first like seafood boil.
Is it?
Crab boil. It's probably my first crab boil, seafood boil. Let me tell you what. Because most of the time when people did it, they would put sausage or some pork up in it or something that I didn't eat.
You're right.
And I just didn't eat it. A lot of restaurants had that problem too. And then if somebody didn't, it was when I stopped eating crab. So I never really had a crab boil or seafood boil.
A seafood boil, that's fire, huh?
Yeah.
Would you give it a 1 out of 10?
Let's give it a 10. That was good.
So it gets a 10.
Could
Sorry,
get me
people.
one more potato too, you know.
Oh, well, take one away.
Could have got a potato.
I didn't want to give you too much because I know...
One less egg. This potato was fire. I ain't met a potato I ain't like.
The people next door, they're doing work next door, just so you know. My house is connected to someone else's. He's going to take the kids to Taekwondo, and so I get a break. And I would give this a 10 as well, but...
Stuff was fire.
Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell. And check out some of my other videos.
Look out for me coming soon. I am Franco the Great. You can find me on anything where you look for Franco the Great. That's Franco with a K. The Great with a DA. Don't forget to like. It's a script. It's a script. Link is a script.
And I'm going to take a nap.
She got the itis.
All right.